Well, this time of year is when student loans are top of mind for students and families across the country as the repayment freeze continues. It is the perfect time for students and parents to get on the same page about paying for college. In California, by the way, the average person with federal and private student loans owes just a little over $34,000.
And joining us live with what families need to know about financial aid and how to navigate student loans is Brian Levy. He is a local financial advisor. He's also the founder of BML Wealth Management. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
So why is it important for students and their parents to discuss financial aid?
Well, like you mentioned, the average person owes over $34,000 in student loans. The cost of college has tripled in the last 20 years to over almost $3,000 a month. I like looking at it in terms of monthly because that really makes an impact. And you don't want to be a burden to your family's retirement funds. So it's important to talk about it.
So those who have actually applied for federal student loans will be receiving their award letter soon. And you say the first thing they need to do is look at the award amount. Why do you say that?
Yeah, you got to look at the award amount. The letters are going to come out in early to mid-April. You want to find out what your total award amount is, so that you can calculate your total cost of schooling and determine, hey, am I taking out too much? Am I oversubscribing and taking out too many loans that I'm going to regret when I graduate college?
Next, what do students need to look at in terms of the type of award letter they're actually receiving?
Well, that's the key thing, is when you get your award letter and you're looking at what type of award I'm getting, you need to know the difference between grants versus loans, or grants and scholarships, as we say, versus loans, because as you know, grants and scholarships you don't have to pay back, but loans you need to pay back, and with interest. And the other thing to take it a step further is you want to verify, when does the interest start? Are these subsidized loans or unsubsidized loans? And is my interest accruing while I'm in college? So you really want to look at the fine print. And also make sure, I went to UC Santa Barbara, you want to make sure each year, if you need to reapply, that you're meeting those deadlines.
And then, Brian, what does the new student loan payment freeze look like?
Yeah, so this is going to help a lot of people. There's over 40 million student borrowers, and the loans are frozen until May 1st, 2022. And that just means you don't have to make regular student loan payments. It means that it's not accruing interest. Essentially, the government is taking care of that for you. So, COVID has impacted a lot of people the last 2 years, and it's been very difficult for basic expenses. So this is just another way to help out a lot of people throughout the country that do have loans and that can't afford to pay them off.
And before we let you go, you mentioned that to make sure you're not receiving too much money, you're allowed to say no and to deny a grant or a loan, right?
Absolutely. When they give the award letter, there's almost check boxes of the ones that you want to accept and the ones you want to decline. So you can absolutely make that decision, and you want to go through, because there's going to be a pecking order of which ones you should keep first or accept first, and the other ones that maybe you don't want to take.
Yeah, the grants and the scholarships, take those.
Yep.
The loans, take a close look at. All right,
Absolutely.
Good advice. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, for more information on financial tips and resources, go to bmlwealth.net.